Yeah, I mean, disappointing there at the end. Tale of two games. Go back to game one. We didn't get Tristan didn't have his best command, but Malstad and Marshall did a great job in relief out of the pen. Only maybe one run or something in 6 innings or something like that. The offense was good. The whole day. Game two, Darden was great. Gave us a quality start. Got him out of there because he's on 1 day short rest, and really this time of year trying to be smart with pitch counts and rest. So got him out of there, and then we just had a meltdown in the bullpen. And 11 runs in the final 3 innings. But we're gonna go to those guys again. We're gonna go back to Garris and Titsworth and Clayton and Gordo, and those guys have done it all year. And it just wasn't our day today, and it's not any time to make excuses about it. We just blew it. The big positive of the day was Blake Wright just put the offense on his back and got one big 2-out hit after the next, and ended up with 7 RBIs and 4 hits today. And the kind of performance that you're looking for in a senior captain to finish in finals. You got a doubleheader the last day of finals, and you need a big performance like that. And he and Darden did a really good job. We just didn't finish the game, and for us to be the team we want to be, we got to finish. And so we'll be fine, and we'll bounce back, and we'll get to play again on Sunday, and it'll be a heck of a rubber match.
Questions for Blake?
Blake, when you're going like this, it's the old axiom that the baseball looks like a beach ball. Is that the way it looks to you right now? Like you're picking up spin on pitches and just seeing it really well?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just trusting everything that my coaches tell me and just trusting my approach.
Blake, you've played in a few doubleheaders at this point. What are some pros and cons of that kind of format from a hitting perspective? Would you say maybe team-wide overall?
Yeah, I mean, the pros, you get to play 2 games. You have an opportunity to get 2 wins, and I wouldn't say there's really any cons, but a doubleheader game, it could be a trap. So you got to be able to maintain focus for 18 innings straight.
What did that Louisville series kind of do for this offense? Did everybody, kind of woke back up a little bit?
Yeah, definitely ignited everyone. Kind of gave us some energy, kind of gave us some refocus, and we had a really good day on offense, and we're just gonna have to respond on Sunday.
Like, does it sting a little bit though when you have the day like you had today, and then it ends kind of sour like that?
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's baseball. It's gonna happen, but we're gonna come back and we're gonna respond on Sunday, like we have been doing all year.
Anything else for Blake? All right, thank you, Blake.
Questions for Coach?
Can you pinpoint anything, maybe, because you're seeing a little bit, trend with your bullpen where maybe what's going on that's causing some of these, things at the end of the game?
You just need strikes, and we had twice the guy in game 2. We started the inning with a leadoff walk when the first hitter that the reliever's facing, and if they get hit, they get hit. And if the other team earns it, they earn it. We would all much rather see the other team hit their way on and earn it than walks and errors. And the leadoff error in the 9th was tough to start the 9th, but we need to be able to overcome, and we did. The next 2 hitters got out, which made that 2-run, 2-out home run even tougher because it was with 2 outs. But the relievers just every pitcher, it's 9 against 1. And there's such a, just so much wisdom. It just is the old school approach of, filling up the strike zone, attack the strike zone, let your defense work. And we struggled with that there at the end, and we just didn't get it done. But when we've had some troubles in the bullpen, it's when free passes or errors or something just has led to big innings. And then they're just exacerbated when you have home runs after that. So if you have a walk or an error, you just got to be able to, what happens next, and we just got to be able to shut it down. And we didn't, and that's a really good offense over there. I mean, we knew they were a good offense coming into the day, much better offense than what we saw in game 1. We saw more what their capability is in game 2. The Burris kid had a heck of a day and a couple of homers, and big RBIs. They're a dangerous offense, but we just, you can't give good offenses extra outs. You can't give them free passes. You can't give them errors, and they made us pay.
What do you say to those relievers and your pitchers? This is the time of year when you got to kind of tighten it down a little bit.
Yeah, I told them exactly what I just said a second ago, that Garris and Titsworth and Clayton and Gordon are going to go back in the game maybe as early as Sunday. So you got to just flush it and have amnesia. They've been go-to guys for us all year. They've pitched in huge spots. They've pitched in huge high-leverage spots. They've pitched in nail-biters. They've helped us win a lot of close games and be a part of a lot of thrilling victories and come from behinds and putting zeros up and all the things. So it just didn't work out for us today. So we're not gonna let this one ruin our confidence. I mean, this time of year you're playing good teams. Everyone's in midseason form. Everyone's like looking to get hot. And this is the time of year where everyone is finishing academics and finishing school, and you just got to fight through that mental fatigue, and then we'll get a surge when next week when it's just baseball all the time. But everyone's going through it. This is the end of the academic year and finals for everybody. So, or most people. But can't let that be a reason or an excuse. We still have to get out there and compete, and we just didn't compete well enough in the strike zone. And when we did, they made us pay. So what are you gonna do?
Do you think with Tristan that he just doesn't? Your opinion, does he not look comfortable out there, or what it is right there since he's come back from that injury?
I think it's just a matter of just for him just getting that strike percentage as close to 60 to 64% as he possibly can. When his best game of the year, I think, was Duke, and he was 65% strikes that day. And when the higher his strike percentage is, the better he is, and the better his results are, because he's got such nasty stuff. It's so hard to hit. He'll get himself. He's gotten himself into trouble at times when he's fallen behind. Pitch count's been up. Walks are hit by pitches, like we saw especially against Louisville. But when he's in the box, he's got swing and miss stuff with multiple offerings. You just got to get his pitches in the box.
But offensively, it's good. You feel like you've maybe found something with this lineup, moving Cam up to protect Blake a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. I love Cam sandwiched in between Blake and Jimmy. Feels right, feels good. The 4 hitters, kind of that second leadoff. That's the position in the lineup that statistically has the second most leadoff opportunities in a season, and so Cam's a contact guy, and if we need an RBI, he can do that. And, then the lineup feels long with Jimmy Overtop behind him, but then the emergence of Pacetta and Crichton and Jacob Jarrell and Nolan Araki have come up with some big games, and JP's fighting it right now ever since kind of last week against the Georgia series. He's had a pile of strikeouts, but he'll be fine. He's a tough kid. He's seen real adversity in his life. He's not going to let a few strikeouts get him down. He's still playing good defense, and he will fight through it, and he will come out the other side, and he hit his way into this. He's going to hit his way out, and he'll be just fine.
Anything else for Coach? All right, thank you.